Hello, everyone. I'm still Ria. I'm still going to be your host for the next couple of runs. So, up next, we have RESOGUN by Asuka424. Um, so, if she's ready, I think I see that the stream is up, and I'll let her take it away from here.
Thanks. Hi, everybody. I'm Asuka424, and welcome to some schmuppy goodness you didn't know you needed. I know the goal incentive to upgrade from rookie to experienced was met, so thank you for making my life a little bit harder for the next half hour. I appreciate it. /sarcasm. But we also had a bonus, a bid war, and that was the costume choice for our humans. And I believe between the bunny rabbit, the lemming, and the teddy bear won. So we'll be saving cute little heart-stomached teddy bears this whole time. But yeah, that's pretty much all the preamble for this game. We're doing single-player arcade experience. I'll talk more about that as I'm flying around with my head cut off. And yeah, we are ready to go when you are. Alright, so we'll do a 3 count and then we'll get started. So 3, 2, 1, start. Alright, so welcome to RESOGUN, like I said. This is a 2013 cylindrical, horizontally side-scrolling shoot-'em-up by Housemarque. Now, Housemarque has made a couple games that you may or may not have heard of. Super Stardust and Super Stardust HD, aka my favorite game to play when I'm flying somewhere. They've also made a game called Nex Machina. They've made games called Alienation, and for those that have been paying attention to the PlayStation 5 that's coming out, they have, I believe, a roguelike game coming out called Returnal. But that's neither here nor there. RESOGUN specifically is actually heavily influenced off the game Defender. So if you've ever played that in your childhood, this is gonna hit some feels a little bit.
You can even see somebody in chat that even said reminds me of Defender for the Atari.
Yep, this is Housemarque. A lot of their shmups have some kind of influence from a previous shmup. I think Nex Machina was based off of, I want to say, Smash TV. But anywho, with a shmup, the general point is go fast, shoot things, and don't die. What you're trying to protect this entire time is what's called the core voxel. And a voxel is a very fancy-schmancy way of saying a 3D pixel. If you look at my ship, in the very center of it, there's this little tiny green circle. I need to protect that with my life, literally. If anything hits that, I die. There are things that can hit the rest of my ship, and it doesn't really matter, which is nice, and I'll kind of showcase that a little bit later. But yeah, if something hits that core voxel, it's sadness, and I lose a life. And yes, you can in fact game over in this. We're going to try not to, because it's a lot faster to just once you see this. But to survive, we have a couple different weapons at our disposal. One is our basic weapon. You have 3 to choose from. You have the Phobos, the Ferox, and the Nemesis guns. For speedrun purposes, we choose the Phobos gun. It actually starts off as like this really cool sniper rifle, but the longer you go in the game, you actually turn that sniper rifle into this really cool shotgun sniper rifle hybrid. So you'll see I'll get more and more bursts out of my shotgun as the game progresses. The next movement I can use, actually offensively, is called the Boost, and in turn the Boost Burst. Now the Boost is the fastest way to get from point A to point B without stopping and pass and go without collecting $200. Kind of what I did right there. What's nice is, like I said, it has something called the Boost Burst, which I'll show you. At the end, it creates this explosion, and it just blows up a lot of things in the way. It's really nice to use when, you'll see in later levels, there's a lot of things trying to kill me, so I just use that to clear up some of the place, or some of the space. There's another ability called, it's called the Overdrive, and you'll be seeing that at the end of, actually you'll be seeing this pretty close, or pretty soon. It's a giant Kamehameha laser face that wrecks everything in front of me. It's going to start off really weak sauce, but as the game progresses, you'll notice that it's going to get stronger and bigger and scarier and meaner. And then I can start killing more things. Like you might have just heard say, overdrive charged. That means I get my laser face. The last tech, your last offensive ability is the most powerful one, and that's the bomb. But I'm going to hold off on talking about that right now, because we're actually coming up to the first boss. And the thing is with RESOGUN, the bosses are really, really quick to kill if you know what you're doing. Also, meet Overdrive. Starts off in like laser face that's just going to get super big. But anywho, let's talk bosses. This is Rhodatron. Now, it's on rookie difficulty, I can explain it slower than I can kill it, but on experience, I can literally just talk my way through it. Point of the matter is, I'm trying to destroy these panels. It's going to try to shoot at me and kill me. It's not going to, hopefully not be successful. But there's 3 outer panels that I need to take care of. Once I do that, I kind of fly inside, and now we start working on those inner panels. It's going to start...
Kind of reminds me of the Legion from the Castlevania series.
Kind of does. Yeah, it kind of does. But yeah, it's pretty much just all about killing the panels, and then once you get to the core, you just shoot it and it's dead. Also, side note, if your stream starts looking really wonky and the bitrate's taking a nosedive, that's okay. Every single level has over 200 million voxels in it, and they all blow up at the end. So the processing power of my the processor of my PS4 starts crying, but it'll fix itself once I start this level.
Do we have time for a quick donation as we're starting up the level?
Absolutely.
A shiny Black Phoenix donates $5 saying, "Yup, you donated again. Good luck on the Demon Cube. Also, don't forget to use that bomb that you always forget to use in marathon runs." I feel like there's a bit of a funny story there.
So, Phoenix runs Nex Machina, and I am notorious for forgetting to use a bomb during my runs, and he always tends to donate when I'm playing this, and Demon Cube is, well, my least favorite boss of this game. It is the obligatory run killer, so we're going to try to get through that as best as possible. But, yeah, thanks, Phoenix. Let's see here. Oh, bombs. I should mention those. So the bombs, they're the bomb-yo. They are the strongest weapon in the game. When I say it's a map clear, I'm not kidding. It clears the entire map. That being said, they know it's super powerful. So what you just saw there is actually what the bomb does. Everything is gone, and it's great. But like I said, Housemarque knows it's super strong, so you only get a certain amount. You start off with, I believe, two or 3, and then you can get 1 additional one per level. And that's it. The problem is, if you don't use, like I have the bombs pretty decently routed in this game. If I forget to use one, like I want to do, yeah, I can add probably 20-30 seconds to my time, and it's complete sadness. So
those kind of your get out of jail free cards to continue Monopoly references.
They can be. Actually, this is a bomb here. There we go. They can be if you absolutely need them, but considering there's certain parts of this where it's the best time to kill. It's so much faster to kill with a bomb than it is to kill with anything else. You just kind of use it in certain spots. Let's see here. That is the extra life one. I kind of want to swag it, so... I swag it, and then I not swag it. But, oh well. So, I will talk about, briefly, how we get those bombs and those other pickups, and what are these humans? So, there are 10 humans in every single level, like this one. And in this case, they are our cute little teddy bears. Those are the things that have the power-ups. They can have points if you're going for high scores. Ooh, that's kind of a shady area. They have extra lives, shields, overdrive upgrades, and then the bombs. Now, the nice thing about this game is that every single specific human it always has their own specific power-up. It doesn't change. That being said, it can get a little sketchy for one of the bomb pickups, which is actually at the beginning of the very next level, because it involves what's called a sequence keeper, which I will talk about later. Because right now, we're actually fighting the second boss, because you gotta go fast, yo. So, Storm Ruler is somewhat similar to... Actually, let me hurry up and grab the shield before it spawns. It's very much like Rhodatron in that it is killing panels. So, also, hitboxes, overrated. The nice thing about this one is that the panels that I'm actually trying to shoot in this, they don't have hitboxes, and it's really nice for like veteran difficulty, because I can just kind of hide in the hitbox and avoid the gunfire. But yeah, it's pretty much just kill the 4 panels, and then you go into this terrible section. So, okay. The second phase, it chases you, it shoots these giant orbs of death, then it stops and shoots all these rockets that track, and it takes multiple phases to kill it, and it's really hard, really annoying, and then I stop and think to myself, you know what, I'm a speedrunner, I don't need to pay attention to any of that, so I'm just going to use a bomb and finish this boss out and call it a day. It's actually the second boss and the second level complete. The next phase, I'm going to keep quiet. This is where getting the bomb is super important at the end of this phase. I need to pay attention. So if you have a blurb or something, by all means, or a donation, go for it.
Well, I do have a donation, as it turns out. $25 from Wolfman2000, who says, Dan's dad is glad to see Asuka able to showcase the game during Speedrun Ragnarok. Go take out all of those voxels and save those teddy bears. Keep on grooving all and stay safe.
Thanks, Dan's
Just
dad.
as a reminder, this is Speedrun Ragnarok raising money for Take This. I believe that we actually have a Take This section coming up. Looks like in about after this run and then 2 more, we'll have a discussion section. Looks like it'll be starting about 8:30 Eastern Daylight Time, which is 7:30 for me here in the middle of the United States.
Right. There we go. Okay. So, sequence keepers. You'll notice, I should say those keepers. Let me backtrack a little bit and talk about keepers. When it says keepers detected, that means I can save a human. There's going to be a couple enemies that are essentially what I like to call green glowy dudes that come out and want to get shot. Rule of thumb. If there's a green glowy dude, kill the green glowy dude. Case in point, like right now, they have this green glow to them, I shoot him, makes a noise, and a human pops out. In this case, a cute little teddy bear. I pick up the teddy bear, if you can hear my dog, Galahad says hi, and you save the human that way. That's how you get your power-ups. Now, there are sequence keepers that are kind of terrifying. The reason being is some of them are red, and only one of them starts off green. That means you have to kill those keepers in a specific sequence, otherwise you lose that human. What's so scary about the sequence keepers at phase 1 of this stage, or this level, is that is the only set of sequence keepers that controls a bomb. So if I would have messed up that sequence, I would have lost that bomb, and it would have been a sad day for Asuka. But really, the sad day is coming up at the end of this level, which is my least favorite boss. Where are you, friends? There we are. So, while we are going through this, I might as well do a quick explanation of the giant mouthful that is this category. Acis-Mefitis, any % experience difficulty. Basically, Acis-Mefitis are the name of the levels. There's 5 levels, it just means beat all 5 levels, and you win. Any % means not all humans have to be saved. There's an all humans %. Don't die. Thank you. There's an all humans % where I do have to save all the humans, and it gets a lot tougher. There's no multiplier drops. There's a couple other categories, but pretty much any % is the main one competitively. And then the experience is just the name of the difficulty. There's rookie, Experienced, which is this difficulty, Veteran, Master, and then the hidden difficulty of Hero. Hero you can only get by 1 CCing or 1 credit clearing on Master, which is just sadness and a whole helping of things. I hate it. Let's see, there's Last Human. But yeah, that's pretty much in a nutshell. I run this currently on Rookie, Experienced, and Veteran, and I'm slowly building up to run the table with Master, but we'll get there eventually. But for now, let's talk about the next boss. This is going to be honestly the only serious time in the run because it's pure RNG. I hate it, and as the Shining Black Phoenix alluded to, this is Demon Cube. Its real name is Atomic Cube, but it's a giant cube of death, and I hate it, and it's scary, and it could very easily end this run for me. So I'm taking this very marathon safe and very slowly, but yeah, wish me luck. I'll explain it after hopefully I get through him.
Shields lost.
Womp womp. Ooh, my timing is terrible. That's okay.
Multiplier up.
Come on. There we go. 2 deaths, not too bad. So that is Atomic Cube. It shoots off waves of bullets that will kill you. The red cubic voxel, or the cube voxels, are what you're trying to do damage to. As you saw every so often, it'll kind of make a copy of itself with gray voxels that are just there to make you sad. As you shoot them and break them apart, they just go wherever they want, and it's complete RNG. So it's either that can go very quickly, or it can go very slowly. 2 deaths, I'm very happy with that. That could have gone a lot worse. So now that that is done, this is actually stage level 4 or 5, where the game actually gets a little challenging on experience difficulty. Is the name of this level is, let's see how much I can put on the screen without terrorizing the runner. And you'll see in later phases that it gets kind of crazy here. Now, I should say that in every level, there are 3 phases, and the boss is always on phase 3. Cute little point of note, you actually, if you look at the bottom of the screen, there's a blue bar that's slowly filling up as I'm killing enemies. So you're actually building up the boss's health bar, because that turns into the health bar as soon as you get to the boss, so I just always found that kind of cute. Grab that. Alright. Perfect. Okay. So, one thing, actually, yeah. So, these guys on the top of the screen that I just killed, they had this unique kind of like gold-black look to them. That is a mechanic that you really only start seeing on experience difficulty and up, and that is the enraged mechanic. Basically, if you don't kill an enemy fast enough, it's going to get angry. And when I mean angry, I mean very angry. It gets this black gold look to it, and gets this... It just gets a new attack. The little centipedes on the ground, they split up into little birds, and they try to wreck my face. The mega spooters just turn from sadness into complete sadness. The laser walls chase me. It's a little bit of everything. So I try to mitigate as much of the enraged mechanic as I can, but there's some times where I just have to accept the fact that things are going to get mad at me, and there's not much I can do about it at that point. And just the speed at which things enrage, it gets, like you saw right there, they just enraged. They will actually enrage faster on harder difficulties. Rookie, they can in fact enrage, you just really don't see it that often. Another thing is the enemies. They actually spawn significantly faster on experience and up, as opposed to Rookie. Rookie, you have you could pretty much stop, get a sandwich, and then come back, and they'll finally spawn. Experience, it's like, nah, we're doing this right now. Hope you're ready. There's that. Okay, there we go. But we are actually on phase 3, so I'm going to talk briefly about the boss of level 4. I'm not going to mention its name. It is, well, it's pretty much the meme boss of RESOGUN. And it's actually very similar to Atomic Cube, although it's a little bit easier. There is a core of red voxels that you're trying to destroy. The only difference is where Atomic Cube would spit out these gray shield voxels. This boss starts with them surrounding itself, so you kind of have to slowly chip away at it. But there's a little thing I do at the beginning that speeds up the process. I just have to be very careful to get out of the core voxels before I die. And also, this is the part where the game's like, alright, how much can you handle looking at you right now? But that's the last one I needed. And welcome to the giant orb. This is Doomsphere. Let's take care of this guy really quickly. Well, relatively quickly.
Shields lost.
So pretty much what it does is it just kind of bounces around like a bouncy ball, and every so often it'll shoot out rockets. It's kind of random when it shoots out the rockets, and you never really know where they're going to be. So I'm playing this very safe right now because I didn't like how I died really quickly and lost my shield. But yeah, you just slowly chip away at everything, and eventually it's going to stop bouncing and it's going to die. I could do a boost burst to do a little bit more damage to it, but again, I lost a life, so let's just play it safe at that point. But yeah, that is level 4, and yeah, we are already on. We're heading to our final level, which is Mefitis. So, unfortunately, our time, friends, is almost at its end.
Well, while we are loading up the final level, I do want to let you all know that we have one bid war for DuckTales to pick between either the 8-bit or the modern music version. That'll be closing here in just a few minutes. Currently, modern has $5 and 8-bit has nothing, so if you want to hear those sweet retro soundtracks, you have just a few minutes left to donate at least $6, or you can donate some additional money to keep modern, give it a larger lead. So I just wanted to point that out real quick because that donation incentive is about to close.
Some fantastic both bid wars and donation incentives. Like, I don't know about you, Chad, but I kind of want to see a Valkyrie learn how to play Elf. This is coming from someone that has never played Elf for a good reason. And
I've never heard of it before until a couple of days ago. And I feel like it may be like living under a rock, but perhaps that is a rock that is worth living under.
Yes. For those that have ever seen me in the free enterprise community and have seen what kind of wonderful dumpster fires I roll for our runners there, yeah! My dumpster fire's got nothing on that. And I am totally here for it. Uh-oh. Yeah, I could not get out of that one. Anywho, so yeah, this is, let's actually go over here where it's a little bit safer. So this is Mefitis, where it's kind of just going to throw anything and everything at you. And I'm being very careful right now because I have a couple fewer lives than I was anticipating right now, so we are playing the very slow roll game right now because the 2 extra lives in this aren't until phase 3. That is...
Shields expired.
Okay. Where are you? I know you're there, friends. Okay, yeah, that's fine. So Mefitis has a very unique game or mechanic to it, in that there are these lava rocks that you see in 2 little areas. Ooh, that was a very, very clutch boost right there. If I run into them, I die. I run into them a lot because that's how I roll. Fly, if you will. But if enemies run into them, or if Yeah, let's do that right here. If I shoot them while enemies nearby them, they actually die too. So I kind of try to use it to my advantage as best as I can. Also, that is the last bomb I needed for this, so that makes me a lot happier. But yeah, we are actually on the final phase here. So I'm going to try to talk about our final boss, Serpentinus, as best as I can without inadvertently killing myself here, because I need the extra levels.
Our host ready on time.
Oh, it's still gonna be a little bit. We got about 2 minutes or so. There's what I was looking for. Where are you? Okay, there we go. So Serpentinus is, I kid you not, it's a black licorice Twizzler's pull and peel. When you see it, you will understand. But it has a whole... Oh, come on. There we go. That's what I wanted to see. Alright, I feel so much better right now. So it's a giant black licorice Twizzler's pull and peel. It's going to try to eat me for a while, and we don't like that. I prefer not to be eaten by licorice. So I'm going to avoid those, and then it's going to pull and peel apart and try to stab me through the map, which we're going to avoid, which is always fun. And then it's going to shoot at me for a while. Hopefully it's not going to kill me. And then, yeah, eventually you blink and it's going to be over. So, this is pretty much the last phase of Phase 3 right now. It should be noted that there are specific enemies I'm kind of letting spawn and other enemies that I don't really care about. That's because I'm looking for specific enemies to progress the level. Like right now, I'm waiting for those to spawn so I can use my bomb, get these bombs, and I want to introduce you to Serpentinus. So if you wanted candy, and you're a fan of black licorice, there you go. Don't eat me. Still don't eat me. I know you want to eat me. So now it's going to pull apart, and I'm going to try to do as much damage as I can with my rocket launcher, my shotgun. Eventually it's going to noodle up. Oh, you little cheeky butt. It's going to noodle up. It likes doing that. We're friends. And then it's going to play hide and seek, so it's over on the back. But I'm going to be very careful about doing that.
I now have a desire to eat some black licorice. I haven't had that in a while.
Yeah, you don't see that very often. This is actually my
favorite. To be fair, are there really ever any other colors of licorice other than black? Like, I hear black licorice all the time, but I never hear of, like, red licorice or blue licorice.
You know, I've seen a lot of different flavors, and it's kind of weird that you say that, because I actually really like blue licorice. But, so, I should say for this final section, I could stay here and shoot from a really dangerous spot, or I could come here, shoot its belly, and kill it. But with that, time is coming up shortly, and time. It kind of just ends really quickly. But that's it. That is RESOGUN Acis-Mefitis 80% on experience. Quick little Easter egg at the end of every run. There's a congratulations screen, and it's different depending on the difficulty you play it on. Rookie, it's like, hey, you beat the simulation, good job, now actually play. This one, it alludes to the fact that the species that you're playing as has found an uninhabited planet called Earth. So I'm not saying aliens, but aliens meme. Yeah, that's it. I hope everyone had fun watching it. This is a game I've been playing for, 7 years now since it came out. It's a really fun pick up, easy to learn, easy to play, hard to master. It's on PS3, PS4, PS Vita. I played on PS4, and yeah, it's a really fun game that's just absolutely gorgeous. It has a great soundtrack, and I'd love to see more people play it. So yeah, GG's. Shout outs to all my friends and family that stopped by. All the GG's I see in chat right now. Now I can actually look at chat. And thank you everyone behind the scenes for having such a fantastic marathon for a fantastic cause. So that's all I got.
All right, well, I'll go ahead and take over. Thank you, Asuka, for your wonderful run. The final time was a 26:33, it looks like. And we have got DuckTales Rhea Mastered coming up with Dijon Ketchup here momentarily. So we're gonna go ahead and switch over to a brief setup screen. Just as a reminder, this is Speedrun Ragnarok, brought to you by the RPG Valkyries, supporting Take This. And we will return here in just a couple of minutes. So until then, so long.